Couldn't help ourselves. We are back in New York City, the greatest city on earth, for the last episode of the second season of Small Empires. And we're here to cover a company that you've probably heard of, called Vimeo. It's the home to all those wonderful short films and clever time-lapse videos you've probably seen all over the internet. And for the last decade, this company has decided to put clean design and user experience ahead of advertising, which is pretty much unlike almost every website on the internet. We're here to find out just what their plans are going forward and how they can become the platform for video creators all over the world.
The entertainment industry is at a crossroads. With the decline of appointment-based viewing and an increase in people ditching cable to exclusively watch shows and movies online, the tide is shifting away from traditional distribution channels and towards relatively new internet-based services. YouTube and Netflix have become the go-to references for this change. But Vimeo, the ad-free, subscription-based community for high-quality video, is trying something new. By allowing visitors to buy direct from the filmmakers, and even partnering with certain of them to fund series, Vimeo is attempting to create a place for creator-driven content that is supported only by viewers.
I'm Kerry Trainer. I'm the CEO of Vimeo. I've been with the company now for just over 2.5 years. And Vimeo is a quality video platform for creators to share their work with audiences around the world in a very high quality, uncluttered environment.
How do you reconcile trying to grow a startup with wanting to keep that quality and that aesthetic high?
And so you have to start with that product that has a reason that people love it. And YouTube is phenomenal at what YouTube does. But Vimeo sort of stuck to the longer game of saying, because video sharing generally is going to be so massive and so global, that there is this outlet for that sort of mass, more comedic type of video that I think typifies YouTube. It also means that people who are looking for something different are going to look for that sort of higher quality, more premium, more controlled, more quiet, more creative type of environment, and Vimeo really stuck to focusing on providing that.
My name is Jason Sandy. I'm the Senior Manager of Curation at Vimeo. Primarily, I oversee our Staff Picks channel, so I have the distinct pleasure of getting to be the one who chooses what are the best videos on Vimeo.
What do you all see as your guiding principle? What is the thing you all four strive to agree on to say, yes, this is what Vimeo believes is worthy of being a staff pick?
It's like that Supreme Court case about porn. You know when you see it. When you see a great video, you know it, and there's almost no need to have a conversation. But then when you start getting into the finer points, you start after thinking about what your criteria is. So originality is one, quality is another. The actual execution of the visuals, the execution of the storytelling is really important.
Nice view, huh?
When we're debating about a video, we often will come up. It's like, is this a Vimeo video? And there's no hard and fast definition of that. That is a nebulous term, and I don't even think we even really nailed down what it means, but it's a feeling. So we just ask that question repeatedly, is this a Vimeo video? And I think what that means is it means celebrating creativity. We want to get to that spark of creativity that exists in everybody, whether you're making $1 million music videos or whether you're making stop motion animations in your garage. And I think there is a spirit that is a through line between all those different types of content. And that's what we're trying to identify, and that's what we're trying to own as Vimean.
Vimeo has this amazing supportive community, which it's widely known for. And we started seeing that all these people uploading this really inspirational content, in the comments you start seeing people teaching each other. Oh, what lens did you use? What did you shoot this on? How did you achieve that effect? What did you do? And there was just this great conversation going on all these videos. And then people started uploading like behind the scenes and the tutorial, and that became a very, Vimeo became this hub for people to upload these how-tos and tutorials and stuff. We also started making our own videos, which was very fun.
It's time to make storyboards. Some directors don't storyboard, but all of them make a shot list. This will help you to be as prepared as possible before setting foot on set.
Learning how to make better videos, like I said, is so intrinsic to what Vimeo is. It was just like a foregone conclusion at that point. We need to do video school. This needs to happen.
Vimeo is kind of aspirational at its core. You know, we've always want people to kind of come in and feel like they are inspired to create, or they feel, you know, validation to create. We have like Vimeo Video School and stuff like that to try to take a lot of the, you know, magic out of this process and explain to people how easy it actually can be to create something, you know, that your friends would like watching, that maybe the whole world would like watching, but is actually totally doable. That's a big part of I think, our personality.
I was fortunate or unfortunate enough to spend the first 10 years of my own career on the web in music. From a business model perspective, of course, that tension between you know, IP being freely distributed versus them being paid for has been constant. I think many people will always want something for free, but one of the powerful things about the web and Vimeo on demand is that closer connection to the creator, I think, is something that people actually really do value. And I think that that's why not only services like ours, but think about the rise of crowdfunding, right? I think it's as much, there's a lot of value not only in the products or the goods and services that people are pledging money for, it's actually that connection to the person offering it, right? So when I'm sort of looking at mass media through television, I don't feel that connection to the creator. But now on the web, I start to, and I think people are willing to pay when that connection is more apparent.
If Vimeo is going to be the place where people put their high-quality content, and also the place where they get paid for that high-quality content, they needed to prove the model. The way they did this was by financing the entire second season of High Maintenance. Now, this show grew in popularity on the Vimeo platform and has a huge following there, and it's actually made here in New York. And now that the first half of that second season is out, it seems to be working.
My name is Ben Sinclair.
And I'm Katya Blickfeld.
And we are the co-creators of High Maintenance, and the co-directors, and the co-writers.
And we both produce the show.
We both produce it, and she casts it, and I edit it, and I'm in it. And High Maintenance is a series of short films.
Yeah, basically they're just little portraits of Brooklynites, basically.
Mystery of the ages. So, ta-da, that's for you.
So is this like some pickup artist shit?
No, I don't do that. I'm a proud asexual.
Huh.
Yeah, I just love magic.
Wow, I don't think I've ever met an asexual.
You definitely have. We're all over the place.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hi, Isabel.
Some literature.
We started to put these on Vimeo because that was, because I like Vimeo. I think it's just the most attractive place to watch stuff. And I don't like commercials, and it's always nice to avoid those. You know, you're in the YouTube experience, and there's so many words on the page, and there's so many videos calling to your attention to get you keep going down that rabbit hole.
I also think just the vibe of the users, or what you see in the comment section of videos, it's a little less trolly than what you see on YouTube. I think the people who utilize Vimeo are generally just a more supportive type of person. A lot of them are, you know, content creators themselves, so they're not looking to spread bad vibes per se.
Yeah, and the creators are the bread and butter of this whole enterprise. They're all about making sure that creators are happy.
We were all fans. You know, turns out when we met later, they chose Vimeo for sort of all the reasons that we would hope. And when we had evolved to the point where we were starting to offer paid video through Vimeo On Demand, and we're in a position to start to fund creators, it was just such a natural fit for us. It's much more narratively developed than anything that you're gonna find generally on the internet. And at the same time, it's just way less sort of formulaically structured than what you're used to seeing on television. They expand and contract in length, and they take different approaches, and it can be funny, and it can be dark, and it can be sweet. And somehow, though, it still all connects. And that's sort of the narrative aspects of it. I also think just from a production quality perspective, the show is just very well done. You know, the way that they shoot it, you know, there's so much craft in it. And so I think all of those things make it really special.
Hey man, could I get a cigarette and a light for $1, please?
Here, hand me that so you can...
What was that about? It was like skin tags. Take them off your face. They're called tags for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you. Just like all over his face. Just on and on.
Oh, I don't have $1?
Anyway.
With regard to the partnership, were there any guidelines that Vimeo laid out for y'all?
It was extremely hands-off. They offered only to be useful however they could.
And they have been.
And they have been extremely.
Particularly in the marketing and promotional department. They've been super supportive of helping us get the word out.
The idea was to make really good episodes of the show that we were here for. And they were very trusting that that was going to happen, which really emboldened us to do the best that we could, and it was a marvelous experience in that way. I think when I describe it out loud, it sounds like something that everyone should be jealous of, because it was the coolest thing ever to just really just come in here and never worry like if you were not pleasing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
What do you